Okay. Alright. Excuse me. I'm going to take a moment here and make sure put out a couple notifications. Xbox. So I think what's been going on is the EU has told the internet to slow itself down, so yeah, I don't think YouTube's really sending out notifications very well. So, I'm going to post it on my Twitter and so on and so forth. We got Fraud in the house. What up? Let's see, I got that one. Twitter. Post that. Yeah. So you guys have to let me know in the comments if you got notifications or how you're finding the stream, because oops. There's a theory going around from a lot of the YouTuber people that basically YouTube's not promoting streams and stuff like that because you know, apparently Europe was concerned about too many people watching shit online at the same time. From what I hear, the internet providers are all saying we don't have a problem, but you never know. So let me know if you're getting notifications or not. Let's see. My channel. And then we'll get going. We'll be taking requests today. How do I... Give me one more sec. We'll get this figured out here. Okay. So it looks like a few of you are at least getting the notifications, which is good. Put that there. Alright, so we got Fraud Bacon, Leo, Matthew, Foxsake, Fiander, JC Gameplay. We got Dragos in the house. What up? Fury Fortune, Ben, Shumaku, Ducky today? Oh, we could maybe. Stylo, what's up? Got Colin, Bodie's in the house. Good luck in Potato Land, yeah. Leo, like I say, you found it on Discord. You got the notification. Hey, Jody. So some of you guys are still getting notifications from YouTube. Okay. Pulling Devil's Lettuce Saturday. What's up, Heck? On Europe, stream seems fine so far. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Last week you didn't see it live. Today YouTube gave you a notification. Yeah, I don't know if they're just... Maybe they changed their notification system, or I don't know how it works, but you get a notification, know when to check. Hope you don't sink you. I don't know what's going on out there lately. I think the last 2 days I tried to play one game each, and then yesterday I saw the worst game out of someone I've ever seen in my entire life. I just had to turn it off. Maybe we got to play some low tiers or something. It's the people playing tier 7 just seem like they got kicked in the head. Got Jay in the house. So yeah, I don't know. Some people are getting notifications. I mean, I was getting a lot of comments the last week or so from people saying normally they get all the notifications, then they haven't been getting them since the corona thing's been going on. Who knows? Alright. We got Theo. Everyone hit the like. Yeah, that might help too. If everyone hits the like button, then maybe they'll promote it a little bit more. Anyway, we got a couple new members to give shout-outs to. We had Conmer and Labor Peasant join last stream. Thank you very much for the members. I don't rely on YouTube for an income. The people that do, I feel really bad for, because I think advertisers have pulled out pretty much all the money from the ads, so the little money that I do make from videos has pretty much gone away, but the members are kind of the driving force behind the channel that keeps it afloat during trying times, so I appreciate that. Alexandria, I'd love to respond to what you're saying, but I have no idea how to read Cyrillic. Things don't work here. Liat. Hey, what's up? It's Cal. Doesn't seem to be much different now. It could be, it might depend on the region you're in, or I have no idea how it is. Maybe they're only notifying people that really seem to tune in a lot. Anyway, we'll be doing some requests today. Maybe we'll stick to premiums. Well, no, we could just, you guys could start requesting ships and anything that catches my eye. Got Mark Trails in the house. Started on the PC last night. Good so far. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be able to play with the keyboard, but could we play the Boise? Yeah, sure, we could try that one. Got the Bismarck today. What's up, Yamato? I don't know if the Boise is the best one to warm up on, but we can try it. Let's give it a whirl. So I finally put some points in Einstein, because I got two distinct builds for the American heavy cruisers and light cruisers. But as soon as I put some points into them, I'm like, fuck, I hate the American heavy cruisers. Guys want a vodka? I can guarantee you from first-hand experience that a lot of people are drinking a lot right now. Can we play Kutuzov? I don't own that one currently. I don't know how much longer is on the camp. Oh, fuck. Neighbors is not good for Boise. Disinfect from the inside out. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the theory some people seem to be employing. I'm willing to bet it doesn't work, but I'm not a doctor. Try the Baltimore. I got maybe fired up. I was just explaining, I don't have a good commander for that one yet. I got like a level 8 Einstein. And then I plotted out my next roughly month or so in commander upgrades and couldn't find any time to put any points in him. Amagi we could do. Hey, David Gray. Fubuki sounds good. Fletcher. Yeah, these are all good. Alright. Looks like we got... What's in Omaha? Oh, we got a failed platoon. Alright. 3 cruisers over here. Got the hood. Yeah, that's a good one. This is the last week of the campaign? Why did I think there's... Oh, yeah, that sounds right. Yeah, because we'll have this Sunday and then next Sunday's promotion orders, and then we'll be on to the next update. It sounds to me like, well, they've pretty much confirmed the Russian battleships are coming. Oops. So we'll see how those turn out. look at this old boy. Oh, he's coming forward. Let's see. We got a Disturbed Girl's her name. Thought that was Dragos back there for a second. ZZ Vape. He's ZZ Dragos, I think. Ducky? Oh my god. Actually, you guys were telling me last time I got like 50% or so. And you guys were saying getting to the 10% is not that bad. 10% you get an insignia this time, which would be nice. But I played for maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Won a couple games, and then I'm in the 10%, and then it hasn't moved, so... I guess it is fairly easy to get up there. I don't know if they do it by percentage of the people that have played during that particular season, or like 10% of all the players in the game that have ever downloaded it. In which case it would be pretty damn easy. Dragos joining the family, the William Sims membership. Appreciate that very much, Dragos. One like equals one roll of toilet paper. I actually went to the grocery store this morning. Oops, I gotta turn that sound down. And they had toilet paper. I think if you go in the morning before all the people that have been drinking all day get up, you could probably get it. Alright. Let's get back into this here. So if we can kill this Icarus, that'd be ideal. %'s all good. It was, yeah. Now I'm kind of expecting there to be like a big push right at the end, and maybe people will be grinding it, and we'll get squeezed out of that. But let's see if this guy can handle the Icarus or not. You know, the insignias are pretty hard to get, so if you can pick one up by playing ducks for an hour, that's not too bad. Alright, I really want this Icarus. Oh. Boise's a tough ship for destroyers. Alright, so he's dead. Looks like they got A wound up. This thing's looking pretty good. Oh shit. Let's try and save that destroyer before he goes down. Got 10% in 13 games. Yeah, it didn't really take too long, so... Fuck, he got my guy over there. It's not a bad game mode, the dogs. It's not engaging enough for me to play it long time. Ah. Alright, well that guy's irrelevant. He's a one-shot. He's killed the only guy he's trying to kill. Look at this little shite. Learn how to vision up. Oops. Alright. So this could actually fall apart relatively quickly. Let's see if we can prevent that or not. And we got the 2 caps, so we don't have to be too aggressive here, but I know that. You know that. Does my team know that? Doubtful. Oh yeah. Let's give this guy a little AP in the side, see how he likes it. Oh, I can't even get the... Alright, so we're at 27. About 3,000. Let's stick with HE. What's up, Mike? Brian? Hitler's dead, pal. I wouldn't expect to see him, really. Even if he got away, like the conspiracy theories sometimes suggest. One would assume. Plus, I killed him in Castle Wolfenstein back in like the early 90s. Alright. So we should be focusing. We gotta figure out who our team's shooting at and then shoot at them. We want to kill these ships quicker. I mean, they're actually beating us in ships right now. So we gotta focus. I think you're in these trying times where the teammates are just really bad. And they've been really bad lately. You gotta kind of start to think about how to play around your teammates. That means using them as like features of the land that you can't control. Like I can't control this island, what it's doing. If I want that island to move, I can't make it move. And same thing with my team. If they're gonna do what they're gonna do anyways, I can get mad at them. I can send them nasty messages after the game. But that's not going to change anything, so once you recognize that and accept it and come to terms with it, then the next step is to figure out how to use these scrubs that are out there. Not that these guys on my teams are necessarily scrubs this game or not, but a lot of times most of your teammates are going to be pretty bad. Alright. If he's going to play Ring Around the Rosie, we're just going to stop them from getting these points on B for the moment. Look at this fucking guy. Yeah, the red team got the sack of potatoes this game. Teammates as islands. I mean, it's kind of what you just got to think of them as things that aren't going to... They're not in your control. They're not going to do what you want to do. They're just kind of features of the terrain that move. Occasionally they'll shoot at your enemy. Sometimes they won't. I mean, this guy over here, he's not even visible because he's so far out of position. You know, that's... I'm sure the red people are getting angry at him, like, what the fuck are you doing? We have a chance to win this game. All they really have to do is sink me. I don't know what my other teammates are looking like. He's low. He's low. This Gneisel is absolutely going to kick the shit out of me. Because I have no torps. And he does have torps if he wants to torp me. Struggling with the Edinburgh. What's up, Robert? Yeah, we can maybe, if you remind me, we can play that one. Oh no. Alright, that's probably the Fubuki. So I guess the play for me to make is to go towards these guys. I gotta get away from this Gneis now. At close range, he's gonna absolutely kick the shit out of me. I could just probably ring around the island for a while. What? Yeah. But if I get a little space between me and him, that should help my odds go up. Fubuki's probably trying to torp. We might as well pop this sonar here. What's up, Will? How you doing? Oh, there's the Fubuki over there, trying to torp at shores. Damn it. Right when I have my coffee in my hand, pops up. Don't get away, you little demon. Oh, we got him. Nice shot. Shores. These teammates haven't been that bad, actually. I'm sure they're actually scoring better than I am, but at least a couple of them. Alright, so we got this dingus over here who's doing God knows what. What's up, Zayed? And then the guys now who he could either go to C and try and capture that, which isn't going to win him the game. I don't know why he... If you're in a battleship and you want to play Ring Around the Rosie around an island with a cruiser, you just can't do that because they're faster than you. They can start and stop faster than you. Oops. And I'm actually almost undetected here.
All stations reporting the position of a strategic target.
I'm going to wait for him to... I'm going to try and get unspotted if I can. Of course, he's targeted me. His guns aren't on it. Let's just fucking shoot this guy. It's possible that the screwball over here looks like he briefly got spotted coming back to reality. So do have to keep an eye on him. This guy's fucking full health. Man, I would be raging if that guy was on my team. So, really what we gotta do here, we got 2 minutes. Well, we only got 10 seconds left, never mind. If the score was closer, I was gonna say we should fight until my 2 low teammates die and then just run away and disengage. Nuremberg doesn't have any options. I don't... It's hard to deal with faster ships that are hiding around an island from you. It is a frustrating play, I'll give you that. Hey, None, what's happening? Well, we got a pretty good turnout today, so maybe the notifications are working a little bit better. Features of the terrain that move. Yeah, it's kind of a bizarre concept. I was getting to the point in World of Tanks when I was playing that to be able to use it, where you gotta just... I don't want to call them meat shields, but maybe we should call them meat shields. We did get the best score. Alright, well. Yeah, this was not a bad game. If your lowest person has over 1,000, that's pretty good. What's up, Jayski? Good eyes now. Yeah, you guys give me some recommendations. Boise's underrated. I don't see too many Boise's out there. It's not the easiest ship to play. I mean, it kind of is a little map dependent on whether it's going to be a good fit or not. But, and the lack of a plane and the lack of the radar, that's kind of the one downfall of it, or downside. Do I have the Molotov? No, I think we'll probably be getting that Monday. If I recall. Yeah, if this is the last week of the campaign, then it should be Monday. Fletcher, hardly know her. Ugh. And we do have to play a duck game for Dragos since he became a member. So when does the Ducks end? At night? Must be tomorrow night, probably. Or wherever you're from. Probably changes, but roughly 32 hours from now, give or take. 2 brothers. Torpids, Alabama. Any tier? Yeah, we could play any tier. Conomer, I don't know if you were around when I gave you the shout out earlier, but celebrating the new members. Wyoming. Do I have Russian DDs? I got tier 3 through 5. Right? Yeah, the Izzy, the Pod, and the Gnevi. The Biscuit. Morning, Todd. How you doing? Alright. So what do we got here? We got a Miles Jervis Z23. What do we got on our team? Maz, Fletcher, Sashu. 2 Atlantas. Kutuzov. Oh.
Teammate, I need your support.
I hope that Magami doesn't bail out. This would be an excellent one shot right off the bat if the Richie could kill him.
Hold the base by any means
Best map.
necessary.
I mean, this map's actually pretty fun if people don't play like complete morons, which is rare. Oh. Oh, motherfucker. No. Whew. You don't want to get you don't want to get stuck with an Atlanta, Kutuzov, and a Jervis bearing down on you with an island behind you like that. So what am I doing here? I'm just basically spotting. I don't know if this Megami's still playing the side or not. Looks like he is. These guys cannot aim. Holy fuck. We don't have to be in a hurry in this early part. I mean, if that Jervis wants to push up, we can definitely outgun the Jervis. I got this Maz spotting here. Well, he just shot, so I'm going to assume he's going to pop smoke. So I'll keep spotting for him. If you get 2 destroyers that work together, they can kind of take turns smoking up, shooting, and spotting. I don't know why he's not smoking. Who wins on Two Brothers decided by the destroyers? Yeah, that's pretty accurate, I'd say. Because the destroyers will spot, and then the teammates that sit in the back can actually do something. Try and hold on to the smoke as long as we can. Yeah, this is probably the most destroyer-dependent map I can think of. Bad destroyers will lose this game for you very, very quickly. Should be the end of that guy. Okay. Oh. Fuck! I'm screwed. Oh, is that... Does Kutuzov have radar? No, it doesn't. What is this?
The ship is on fire.
This fucking guy's sitting in a smoke cloud. Oh, so much for working together. Well, that's the end of that game. Motherfucker. I want to know what was spotting me. So that Kutuzov was like 6.5, give or take, wasn't he? And I don't think it has radar. Oh, Atlanta's behind him, that's what it was. Got radared by the Atlanta. Oh. Yeah, this Maz is concerned with gunning down Battleship. Alright, that's not going well. We'll chalk that up as a loss. Watch the Greyhound movie trailer? What's that? Atlanta. Yeah, I forgot what was pursuing me. Alright, so that was a subpar Fletcher battle. Well, whatever. British cruises. Teammates in your crew. Moggy, I haven't played that one here. Let's try that one. Yeah, I can't really blame the Maz behind me. I think it was just unfortunate. I needed him to spot. I needed to not be that close to those two cruisers. So that's on me for just not getting that. Once we killed the Jervis, we should have just retreated, I guess. Or maybe not even taken that fight with the Jervis that early. Too close. If the enemy team's going to be, or if one of the teams on your flank on that map is going to push forward very aggressively, you can't get caught. Like, they basically had 2-3 ships near me. My Megami, my whatever that battleship, the Richelieu in the back. They weren't going to be able to help me. So that was just bad awareness on my part. Turret pits. Yeah, we could bust that out. I haven't played the Moggy for a while. Kind of want to see how it's doing. Alright, so I'm going to take about 30 seconds to see which side these guys go to. Alright, so they're going right. We're going to go support A. Do I have the Minsk? No, not yet. That's the only of the early access ones I don't have. He's playing this island. I'm not opposed to that. I just don't think he's going to have a reliable spotter over here. Just move away from that, yeah. Ooh, the Nikolai, that sounds pretty good. Atlanta. So this is actually a covered firing position right here. Temporarily, at least. Okay. Gonna lose our spot here in a second. Feel like he's got a... Couldn't tell if he had to turn or not. I thought he was gonna ground in that island if he stayed forward. Alright, that'll work. Subscribe because of Spartan. Been playing for a month? Oh, excellent. Well, welcome aboard. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of new players out there right now, which is a good thing, of course. But the game takes a little while to get up to speed on, so what you're doing and other people like you is putting yourself in a major advantage, because about at least 75% of the players of this game are never going to take any time to learn anything about it whatsoever. And there's a lot that you have to know about the game in order to have any success, so... You know, just by the... I always say if you're taking the time to learn, you're already putting yourself in a position to become one of the best players, or one of the top tier, you know, 25% or so players. If you learn about the game and you put in some time to learn. Now, some people are just naturally better at video games than others, or some people have more time to play than others, so I get that, but learning about angling, for instance, learning should I be shooting AP or HE in the salvo, you know, tactics, positioning, there's a lot of stuff to learn about that most players just will never, it won't ever come into their consciousness. People's parents were pirates. It'd be a lot cooler if they were. Alright, hippo boy. Oh, shit. I beg your pardon. So he gets my attention, properly angled, and then he gives me full fucking broadside. That's a bold strategy, Cotton. And he's shooting HE. Bless his little soul.
The ship is on fire.
Oh, he's not. Yeah, he is. Like, this guy was... His approach to me was excellent. Unintentionally, obviously. Bismarck. I'm in a bit of a pickle here. Unfortunately, but not a lot I can do about it. Except for that.
Bullseye.
This guy doesn't really matter if I'm angled against. This guy I'm pretty well angled against. And this guy hopefully will die here when he gets hit by some torpedoes. Come on. I wish this... I wish he would just not square up toe-to-toe against this Vanguard. He seems intent on rushing him and killing himself. What ships do I use AP on? Ooh, we got him with the torps. Well, I use them on pretty much all ships except for maybe a select few destroyers. But how it works is if you have a flat target like this, in general, AP is going to be better. If you have a target that's angled at you like this, where it's not a flat broadside, in general, HE is going to work better. Now, what ship you're in, what ship you're shooting at is going to change that, you know, the tendency from time to time. But in general, that's the basics. So, when you talk about armor angling, you can see right now I'm kind of basically pointed at this guy. I'm angled at this John Bart. If he shoots AP at me, he's going to have a very hard time penetrating my armor and doing any sort of damage. So the AP is the less consistent shell in that the high explosive rounds will always be hitting, they'll always be doing some damage. But when you have a broadside target like this, and you have armor-piercing rounds loaded, that's when you can blow them up into a ball of fire. So battleships, AP is strong enough where I basically very, very rarely shoot HE, aside from like 2 battleships. You know, there's an 11,000 damage hit. Now, if we had a HE load there, that would have been about 2,000 damage and maybe a fire, maybe not. Now, why do I always shoot AP in a battleship? Because even if this guy's angled, I can change where I'm going to shoot at him. If he's angled at me, I can try and hit him up here. And we'll still do enough damage to hit him pretty hard. But if he's going to keep sitting broadside like this, then we're just going to go ahead and kill him. So I understand what I'm trying to do. Now I'm getting into a problem here because this guy's, by pushing forward, I'm creating a broadside to him. But just focusing on this John Bart, for instance, I understand angling, he doesn't. He's broadside to the most dangerous threat to him at the given moment, which is a close-range Amagi. So, that's the kind of stuff that you're really not going to learn just by playing the game and by taking time to... It doesn't have to be my channel, it doesn't have to be YouTube. You can go on Reddit or just look up... There's a lot of material online, but you're not going to pick up a lot of this stuff aside from trial and error, which is probably going to be a fairly lengthy process. Do I take division requests? No, I normally just play by myself. Here's another example. Broadside Kutuzov. Now, he doesn't have enough armor to really bounce me if he angles. But you can't really hit that citadel very easily when they're angled at you. So even though, you know, I'm still going to be able to do a fair amount of damage to him, the damage that I'm able to do is going to be less if he's properly angled. Whereas if he's going to do what he's doing, beach himself broadside, then he will die. HE's for sissies. I mean, whenever I got a battleship shooting HE at me, except for like a King George or maybe an Nelson, I just breathe a sigh of relief and say, thank God this guy doesn't know what he's doing. So, sorry. I mean, not trying to make anyone feel bad, but... Alright, so the Amagi still works, apparently. HE has a place. And I'm sure there are better Battleship players than I am who more actively switch their shells. And there are commander perks like this, which the more and more I think about this one, the more and more I think it would actually be pretty useful. But 30%, that's not a big cut down now that I look at it again. I thought it was higher than that. Because what you have to do for this perk is wait for your shells to reload. So let's say it takes 30 seconds. Then you cut it down by 45. So you got another 16 or 17 seconds. That's a 45-second reload. Yeah, that one doesn't really look that good. No, I thought it was better than that. But I know this Dunkirk chick has nearly instantaneous. This one intrigues me quite a bit. So, I mean, if the shells loaded quicker, which is why on quick loading cruisers, destroyers all switch their shells all the time. But this one right here, if you got it up to level, if you got it max, well, maybe you can just switch it automatically. 25, 50, 75. Presume if it goes in a straight line, it'd be an instantaneous switch, that would be very nice. Now you can only use this gal on the French battleships. But yeah, I mean, if I had that perk, I'd be definitely use it. Torpedoes. Alright, we'll play it. Switch a lot on the Shiny Horse. Yeah, that's a good one to switch on. But I mean, something like the Amagi, or you normally see it on like a low tier. So let's say you're going against a New York. A New York, like the U.S. Battleships have very, very good penetration, very good guns. So if I got a New York shooting HE at me ever, I just think, okay, this guy sucks. Let's just, you know, and whatever. I mean, hopefully they're new players. So what am I looking for? Torpedoes. But that's what I'm saying to the people that are new players to the game that are trying to learn, is that you have access to the knowledge of people that have played more. And if you're picking up on what they're trying to teach you, then you'll very, very quickly pass these other scrubs that don't know what the fuck they're doing. King George, HE, the rest, AP, Ah! That coffee, it got really warm. Ugh, it's horrible. I mean, the King George is the one. If you want to play that one very correctly, I think you have to switch back and forth. Because if you get AP broadsides, I mean, it's still going to be better than the HE. But it's very easy to... And it reloads fairly quickly, so you can switch back and forth. But it's very easy as a battleship when you got very long reloads to just kind of stick with one shell. And if you're going to stick with one shell in battleships, 99% of the time, stick with AP, and you'll be doing a lot better. Cruisers, if you're going to stick with one shell, stick with HE. Destroyers, if you're going to stick with one shell, stick with HE. And that's a good starting point if you're new to the game, figuring it out. But again, if you got broadside targets, shoot them with AP, see what happens. Let's see some Hegons. Oh, the Kirov. Yeah, I was thinking about that when I was driving home from the store. Hopefully I can remember that here in anywhere from 2 to 15 minutes from now. Because I think, why I was thinking that, as the Molotov is like a Kirov class, which I think the Budione is a Kirov class. Anyways. But yeah, the Kirov's very good for a tier 4 cruiser. And by the way, I'm really regretting not leveling up Hyde instead of Celiax. Moggy still works. You're close to getting it. Mark Charles coming in hot. Thank you very much. It does. The problem with the Amagi now is the main thing was the mobility, I think. I mean, the guns... Trying to think back to the nerf. I don't think they actually changed the guns very much. Thank you very much, Mark. Appreciate the support for the channel. I don't know. The Amagi I used to... Back in the day when you needed 150k games for the campaigns, I would load that up and I'd get it in, you know, hopefully not very many games at all. Quest for T-Ball to rename his channel to Professor T-Ball. Whoa, what the I think I aimed that way in front of him. I was half looking at my computer, half looking at the game, and that was the result there. Okay. So there's some more HE coming in. And I'm not saying HE's not going to do some damage, but... Oh, fuck. I kind of wanted to come over here to support... What is going on with my team? Oh, we've lost 2 destroyers over here. Oh. Unfortunately, that Bismarck's actually going to capture B. Hyde is awesome. The only reason I did Celiax is because it would take me 1 week's worth of promotion orders to get him going, or 3 weeks worth of Hyde. Oh my god. I should have just waited. And I didn't want to spend 3 weeks working on the German battleships because I really don't like them. So that was the reasoning there. This poor Shores. I should have finished this Bismarck off. I hope that doesn't get him killed. If it does, it's my fault. What is this guy angling at? Oh, the Jean Bart players. And then the Shores is rushing the Bismarck. Okay. Here's another tip for new players. If you're in a cruiser, don't rush battleships. Your advantage over battleships lies in the length of the engagement. Okay, what are we doing here? My main goal is to kill this guy, so I might not shoot until I get that Bismarck. What the fuck, man? Can we play Dunkirk? I bought him. I'm in the mood for a Kirov. Well, we can play Dunkirk. Yeah, there's a 15er on that guy. I think this was the angle that those JB shells came in, wasn't it? How the fuck did he sit above me? Unless I'm mistaken. Alright, keeping the Shores alive would go a long way to salvaging this. Oh, he's shooting HE, okay. So let's see who wins that trade. He got, what, 5k on me? 9k? I don't think he got 5k, but we'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Like a good red-blooded German, he's got his secondaries going off. Alright. That was the worst shot I've taken in about 8 months. I like jerked my controller up right when I pushed the button. I was about to comment on these guys needing to get the fuck over here. And instead of killing the Bismarck, which I should have been focused on. God, that sucks. Am I unlocked the chop I have? Yeah. I got all the tech tree ships unlocked currently. Oh, except for the Minsk. Man, I really fucked this game up, didn't I? Alright, now that we're kind of rejoined up with the rest of our squad. The Jean Bart is still way out of position, but... Yeah, so here's another example here. This guy's turning broadside to angle against I don't know what. But we'll just go ahead and wait for that to happen. Then take that shot. We'll see if Celiax is in the mood to aim or not. Not really. If I have hide, what's my inspirations? Probably Cunningham and JoJo. It's kind of my standard Battleship inspirations. The problem with my Battleship builds is I don't have a lot of health-related commanders boosted. Like Takagi, Jellicoe will boost your heals. There's ones that improve the resiliency of the ship. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? I think we're gonna win this one in spite of me. This was not a good game on my part. Come on. Scharnhorst? Possibly. So there's what I was talking about, adjusting the aim. Now, as this guy's angled, well, Celiax could even hit the target, it'd be nice. But the more angled they are, the more up you want to be. You want to hit them in this raised part called the superstructure. It's lighter armored, easier to penetrate. I mean, this ship loads quick enough that you can switch shells more actively than I usually do. Alright, so you got 18. And we got 10. We'll take that trade every day.
Battleship destroyed.
Celiax is worthless. Yeah, I don't know if I'd go worthless. I mean, it's not a bad build. What have we done with our dailies already? Yeah, we actually did alright, I guess. That's Keith, thanks for subscribing. I was more mad at myself for a couple really bad shots. But I guess flow of the game, it wasn't too bad. That's my highest damage game in the Kutuzov. I think it was like 205 or something like that. I don't know. Those Russian cruisers are definitely going to be the first to break 300. But I haven't even come close yet. Yeah, let's try Kirov. Any reason why you usually barely use your planes? Well, the planes for me, on battleships, you want to use them when you're suspecting you're getting torped. They might spot a destroyer that's close to you, which is also nice, but if you get the plane up, they'll help spot torps. So it's kind of a variant of the sonar consumable. On cruisers, if I have a plane, I'll normally just try and keep them in the air as long as possible. I mean, they'll pick up gunfire, they'll help spot over islands, stuff like that, and they're 6-minute durations, so. With battleships, you gotta understand a ship's detectability on the sea, let's say it's 10 kilometers, and then their air detectability will be 8 kilometers. So if you have a line of sight on that ship to begin with, and you can't see them, the plane is not going to spot it. In general. I mean, there's probably some cases where it will, but... Out of the Nelson and Dunkirk, which would I buy? I don't know. They're both pretty fun. Do I drive a car like... Thank you, Jay. That's a good question, though. I don't know. Probably Nelson. I like them both, though. Alright, what am I playing? Kirov. Got a T3 Tier 4 game. So Kirov's really the only German cruiser that you want to be focusing on AP. I didn't switch my commander build, which is a mistake. You want to have the AP pen.
Concentrate fire on the designated.
Oops.
Roger.
I don't want to be this out in the open.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Look at this little pod. Does not like my shit, does he?
Bullseye.
Yeah, we'll get back to hunting cruisers in a second here. Gotta deal with this little pod first. Who obviously wants me dead. Eat the torp, you little fuck. Not the best pod play I've ever seen, but alright. Now we're actually undetected. Can't wait for the Soviet battleships. Yeah, I got a feeling they're going to be pretty good. This guy, he's going away, it looks like. What you want to do, you can check on the map. Like, on the screen, it looks like it's fairly broadside, and it can be tough to tell sometimes if they're going away or towards you. But if you look on the map, you can see he's angled away. Ooh, Danae. Dead!
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Vladivostok will be tier 7. Oh, look at this guy. We'll see. I mean, you keep in mind, it's... I can't remember where they said it, but they kind of gave me an indication that they were strongly considering adding tiers at some point. Maybe it was on my community contributor Discord, which I'm not usually supposed to say too much about, but... Oof.
Enemy heavily damaged.
You know... I think by the end of the life cycle of the game, we're going to have at least 9 tiers. They'll probably just do 10. I don't really see a reason to add a tier 2 ship or whatever it would be that we're missing on the low end, but... This is just... Broadside City out here. And I love it.
Enemy heavily damaged.
See, this is what I'm talking about. These are guys who are not learning anything about the game. Or even if you know to angle, it's tough to do. I mean, I don't always angle very well myself, and I've played a lot of games. But I got a feeling this guy has no idea that you take more damage in the side than you do not in the side. Do I feel bad about killing him? No, I don't. I feel good about killing him. Wish I would have done it sooner. Years ago. Carl? He's gonna turn. Oh, Kirov.
Enemy cruiser destroyed. Our team has taken the lead.
These poor seals. I mean, tier 4 is technically a mid-tier. It's... not like I'm playing tier 1 right now. There's a 6K salvo. We'll take that. Let's see if we can get the Kraken. Here, deadly plunging fire. I mean, the AP on this ship is amazing. Pound for pound, this might be the best Russian cruiser. I don't know. Just gonna wait for him to turn again because we know he's going to. Because why wouldn't he? Oh, he killed the pod. Now he's probably gonna get mad at us for doing that to him. You think I give a shit? I don't. Problem if I hit him now, he might burn down. Ah, oh, fuck the guy. Should have waited a couple seconds. Shoot, shit! Ah! Oh. Danae. Perfect. Looks like he's turning. Why would you turn? Tier 4 is like junior high. I mean, Danae we can citadel with HE, let's be honest here. Uh-oh, look out. Oh. Nope. Shooting back, that's good. Oh, look out. That T-22 steals this. Normally I don't care about kill stealing, but... Ah. Come on, you little dingus. Just give it to me. There we go.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Wah, wah, wah. Run, little Danae. The Danae is very fun to shoot at. Let's just put it that way. Well, the Kirov works. Let's just put it that way. They need to add tiers. I agree. I mean, they got this quote-unquote legendary tier, which seems to me like... Well, the only one we had was a Yamato. And then that's a tier 10 ship, so... When did they... I think they said that's coming at the end of the year. Making me earn it, yeah. So, I mean, we'll have the tier 10 ships, is what it seems like. And the tier 9 ships are usually the stepping stone between tier 8, which is our tier 7. In general, I think a lot of people don't really like the tier 9 ships as much as the tier 10 or 8. So maybe the legendary tier is all we really need. We'll see how it goes. Got your first Kraken the other day? Nice. That's awesome. Comrade Stone is playing. Tier 4 is a confidence booster. That's... Speaking of Tier 4, and I saw someone say the Nikolai. Let's fire this little boy up. Still waiting for a good Z23 game. Yes, you have been waiting a while. I'll play that next. I can't guarantee a good one, though. Albert coming in hot. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Do I have the Bayern? Yeah, I got the Bayern. Wargaming's overthinking it. I might agree with you there. Aiko, what's up? I mean, I wouldn't mind the 2 tiers that were missing on top of tier 7, you know? If they did 9 tiers, that'd be fine. The reason they didn't do it immediately, and the reason I'm not sure they'll do it or not, is because they want it compressed in terms of matchmaking. They want as many people playing the same tiers as possible. And I have no idea what the population of this game looks like. I mean, they have 2 numbers. They have the number of people that have downloaded the game, and then they have the number of people that play it on a regular basis. Spotted already. Alright, we got Kamikaze, which could be a pain in my rear. A bunch of ships I don't really care about. Hit that like button, gents. Excellent advice. Excellent. Nikolai's weak. You're the guy that was telling me he was the most overpowered ship in the game. Alright, so we want to support this Bootione. Yeah, there we go. Where is he? He's got a destroyer on A and one on B, presumably. Yep, there he is. Come on. There we go. Shoot him! Trying to save your ass. Shoot him with your gun. There you go. Alright. Let's see what angle this guy's... These guys are both fairly well angled here. Let's go ahead and see what he... Where's our other guy? I gotta take a shot from this Koenig in the broadside to try and support this Emily. Or the Bootione. Oh, right at me. There we go. That's how you sink that motherfucker. He go!
Enemy cruiser sunk.
See, that thing was pointed at me, basically, and that's when you're in trouble with that, Emily. I think it's a lot easier to Citadel when it's pointed mostly at you. I can't believe this guy's still alive. The Bootione is fairly well armored. But I wouldn't expect him to live too much longer. Look at these guys got the back line of the map on lockdown. That's pretty good. Just in case any enemy ships spawn to the south, they'll be able to cover that. I beg your pardon. Alright. So that shot with the torp should take care of him. Nice. Gotta run do some yard work? Alright, Zap. We'll see ya. Getting a little excited. Sure, why not? Oh, I wish he would ground. Not gonna comply with my wishes. Iowa tier 9. Yeah. Alright, so he's that's a hard ship to shoot AP at right now. Alright, so 10 minutes have gone by, we got 4 heals, we might as well use one. I don't mind closing in with this New Mexico, but we do have a destroyer over here. I assume he's trying to sink these two, but sometimes when you make assumptions, he gets sunk. Uh-oh, kamikazes over there. Oh, this game's a loss, fuck.
The enemy team has taken the lead.
Player's hiding at A. Russell's my Jimmy's as well. Alright, you little... Oops, we're gonna take a hit there. Let's see if we can hit this guy in the nose or not. Not really. Grads waits for no man or cataclysmic event. Do I have any tips for tier 6 or 7 with their high economy? Well, number one, you're not in those tiers to make money unless you're an above average player. I mean, premium tier 6s, you can make some good cash.
The enemy is about to win.
But you're playing those tiers for enjoyment. And then, as far as actually making money or mitigating your losses, you can only do that by not sitting in the back doing nothing. You have to be active. I mean, my recommendation for new players is, rather than take one line of ships up to tier 7, take all your lines up to tier 3, all your lines up to tier 4, all your lines up to tier 5. You'll get a lot more experience, you'll become better, and then by the time you get to those tiers, you might actually be playing well enough to not lose a bunch of cash. Yeah, I gotta hit that guy in the nose and see if I can do it. Nope. This guy's doing fine. If he wants to knock my guns out, that'd probably be its best option. I don't want to let him shoot first, but I don't think he's gonna. I cannot get through this guy's nose, apparently. We need an armor view, Wargaming. Thought I could knock him out in the nose, but I guess not. Got Spartan in the house? What's happening? I don't know if there's anything I can really do in this situation. Guess I should be shooting for his guns. Oh, now he's turning a little bit. We can actually damage him. No, we cannot! Ooh. I am actually fairly surprised that we can't do any damage to this thing.
The enemy is about to win.
No shit, Sherlock. Alright.
The ship is on fire.
Might as well try and ram the fucker since I can't damage him. 10 Citadel game with the Kirov. Being shot from behind. Yeah, I'm being shot from every which way. Not much I can really do about it, unfortunately. Alright. Was that in New Mexico or in New York? New Mexico. So apparently New Mexico's front armor is strong enough to block whatever guns we got on this thing. Salt in the house. Doesn't that ship have 305s? Yeah, but I have no idea what the New York's armor is in the front. What caliber are these things? I was under the impression pretty much any battleship could overmatch the American battleship's front, but apparently not. Oh well. What else do we want to see? I mean, we can analyze the options I had there. I could have turned away from them a lot earlier rather than pushing into them and tried to deal with someone else, I guess. But I mean, if I had engaged to the northeast, we had 2 or 3 ships up there. The kamikaze was busy torping my guy down to the south, which he'd move like a kilometer all game. I don't know how he's still alive. 25 millimeter at the front. Nuremberg. Yeah, that's the thing, Dave. I mean, until we get an armor view in here and I can actually look at the ships and start doing some math on them, I just have to play by trial and error. I thought I could have overmatched that guy, which is why I was trying to shoot him in the front. I mean, normally we can take a look at these ships. Let's take a look at this one. So, I mean, well, this one's got more of an angle. Like, normally in this front, if you're shooting these ships here, that's that little nose section. I don't know how good my detail is on the stream, but you can actually see the section. It's these 3 little vertical lines in the front. 1, 2, 3. That's basically the nose section there, and that's a lot less armored than the sides. And normally, if you're in a battleship, you can just shoot the front of those ships, and that's going to be... You can get citadels through the front. That's kind of the front, or the weakness of those. Oh, Z23, yes. He's been asking for over a week, so... I'll do that, and then if you remind me about the Nuremberg, we can do that one. Anyway, you gotta play the game to learn. Now we know. So the New Mexico did a good job of angling. Yeah, Stylo. I know you like the Nuremberg. That's probably one of my least favorite cruisers, just because you can really get wrecked from any angle. It does have good damage output if you can keep it humming. But I play it once every 2 months when you ask for it. Wyoming has a different armor scheme. Yeah, that's why I pulled that off. I think New Mexico, New York, and Colorado all roughly have the same armor. Honestly, I never played the PC, so I rely on my own trial and error, and then you guys telling me that have played PC that can actually look at it. I got a couple guys in my Discord I can ask to look up armor plating if I need them to, but... Try shooting SS. What's SS? Superstructure. Yeah, that... In retrospect, that's definitely what we should have been doing. I was convinced I could have penetrated that nose. Alright, what do we got? Akatsuki, Maz, Kagero. In Atlanta. Iowa's going backwards, that's no surprise. So, rather than, I mean, they probably have a destroyer, well, maybe not. It looks like they have 3. No, this guy came from a different spawn. So they probably have a destroyer right here. I don't want to push into this, especially as shores. So right now I'm just trying to keep these guys lit if I can. He's the only one within my targeting circle currently that we can see. Alright, so now we know there's a destroyer over here, or he might possibly be over here, but because we're detected, and this guy is the only one in our circle that we can see, he doesn't have a line of sight for us, so we know there's a destroyer either here or probably over here would be my guess. Hey, Jawad, how you doing? The Nuremberg's just for good players, yeah. There he is, right there. It's not a bad ship, I don't play it too often. Like to get rid of that guy if we can, but oh, there he is. Alright, so now he's smoking. This chop I have probably can spot us. What a cock. Is this guy describing his own gameplay? Better make sure this is Carry the Kid. I don't recognize him. Request a Spartan T-Bowl game? That would be great, man. I mean, I'm sure both of us would love to play together. Just not in the cards at the moment. Alright, so who's spotting this chop I have? Is it me? Probably. Chop I have does have a radar. Could have been this guy over here. Belfast. Really like to get rid of this thing if we could. I think we just need to talk Spartan into getting a PlayStation 4. Alright, so the Kagero got away. Rather than be reckless, I should be over here supporting these guys. If the King George wants help, he'll kill this thing. Have I sunk a hood using the Bismarck? I doubt it. I don't really play the Bismarck too often. It's possible, though. I can't even remember what game I played last game, let alone the collective body of games I played. Okay. So this guy ideally would recognize that he's got 3 destroyers surrounding him right now. I don't know why he's not coming back towards... What the fuck? Oops, there you are, you little scumbag. Fuck off.
Enemy destroyer sunk.
He didn't really do anything to be being called a scumbag, if I can speak. 1 like equals 1 corona vaccine. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. That would be amazing if it worked that way. We could save the world. Chop I have could radar me at any second, and then we did that. Pretty much die right on contact. Which, when I die because of that, then in the end game mental recap, what I'll be saying to myself is, you recognize you're in mortal danger, why didn't you get the fuck out of here? But step one of becoming better is getting the experience to recognize the shit, and then step two is actually listening to the advice that's going off in your head. Alright. Go broadside, you little shit. There we go. That was a bad move on your part.
Concentrate fire on the target. Enemy cruiser foundered. Critical engine damage.
Unfortunately, we're gonna die, but whatever. Let's see if we can take him down with us. If you're wondering, is my team going to help me? Just look on the map. They're not going to help me. We know that. We already know we're going to die. It's just a question of can we kill these fuckers in the meantime. Nope. Saving the world one like at a time. Kagero better than the Akatsuki? That's debatable. I mean, they've nerfed the Akatsuki and they've buffed the Kagero. I was never anti-Kagero like a lot of people were early on. Carry the kid! Surprise, surprise. Full health at the end of the game. I am absolutely in shock. Carry the kid. Love all the support you're getting. This is actually, I mean, compared to the last two games, or the last 2 days that I tried to play, the teams haven't been that bad today. Alright, what do we want? Give me some recommendations, por favor. Or I'm gonna play the Iwaki. Yeah, we got a great turnout today. I appreciate everyone for tuning in. I don't know what was going on the last 2 weeks. Maybe they're done throttling. Maybe no one was in the mood to watch me the last 2 times. I don't know, but great to see an excellent turnout, so appreciate everyone for doing that. Typical Iowa player. I mean, the Iowa's not supposed to be a frontline brawler, but my advice is always, if you're going to be in the back, be at least in effective range to be doing something. And don't be spamming the comms saying, I need help, or Neptune's beard, when you're not doing anything. Otago. Atlanta. Teams are hit and miss. Yeah, they're usually miss, but Amagi we played earlier. Scharnhorst. Indy, my god. Furry Taco. Chapaev. Oh, the Chapaev sounds pretty good. Milwaukee. Let's just play the Iwaki. I don't know, we got a lot of good recommendations. Vanguard. I haven't played the Vanguard in a while. We can maybe bust that out. Baltimore. I guess I gotta just buckle down and put some points into Einstein, because you guys always want the American cruisers. Marblehead. Marblehead sounds pretty good. Stylo, I don't know what you're asking for, man. Shappy? Oh, maybe that's how it's spelled in German. The Chapaev. Yeah. Bust that out. Biscuit. The Nuremberg. Oh, let's see if we can get this thing to do anything.
指揮官、戦闘配置。お姉さん頑張っちゃうんだから。
No, I'm not a huge fan of using AP. I don't have anything against AP. But the only reason I'm hesitant to play American heavies right now is I don't have a good commander set up for them. It's the one line I'm kind of deficient in, just because I set up my Scott for my light cruisers. I don't even have a 2 inspiration build on my Einstein at the moment. I mean, like the German cruisers, they're AP-centric. Alright, so we gotta recognize nobody's gonna spot for us over here. I'm not even sure if these guys are playing. This guy doesn't look like he's playing. This guy doesn't even look like he's playing. Oh, his guns are moving. Alright. So I'm gonna see if these guys can aim. And if they can, we'll spot. The problem, the play in this ship is to drop smoke and then shoot, but I don't have anyone spotting for me, so I can't actually do what I want to do in this. I suppose we can just open water for a little bit. Alright, well, this is what we were talking about early on in the stream, just using our teams, or viewing them as features of the landscape. Right now, these features of the landscape cannot benefit me whatsoever. They're just sitting in the back doing nothing. So it's incumbent upon us as players to recognize that our team's not going to help us, and then just, we're going to move to a different side where we can actually do something. Corps actually weren't that bad. Now this guy's gonna be spot. Oh, he's shooting at us. Come on. It's angled just enough. Everyone uses Norman. Yeah, I mean he's a damn good commander. He's actually kind of unique, too. He's not like every other cruiser commander. He's got unique perks. Like, his version of Inspiration is different than Makawa's or Luchin's. I don't know what this chick's saying, but I love it. They can spam Neptune's beard all they want, and I'll never have to listen to it. Alright, you're gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. But again, I mean, we gotta keep in mind this guy's a feature of the land. He's a spotting feature. So as long as he's in a position, we can stay in the smoke and deal damage. Since he's not going to move, all this guy has to do is pull forward to get away from his line of sight. And then we won't be able to shoot him anymore. So rather than just getting pissed off at your team, just start treating them like pieces of the map that you can't control. Alright. Wow, what a beatdown this was. 16 citadels with Scott, a fully defensive build. I understand it doesn't need boost, but I mean that my inspirations, nothing's set up for it. I don't know. Plus, I just don't really like the American cruisers beyond, well, the heavy cruisers. Had to deactivate Azure. I don't know why, man. I mean, my teammates' radio commands actively piss me off, and then I get mad and end up playing poorly. But I can't understand this lady, so regardless of what they're doing on the comms, I never actually get mad because of it. Subtitles? Do they translate it? I didn't even know you can put subtitles on this thing. How would one do that? I don't think you can. Oh, the Doogie's coming back for more. Alright, well. Didn't really have to do anything in that game, but... Sailing the Hentai Express. See you on the high seas? Alright, see you, Pete. You've seen some AI games that were more contested. Hey, Lamarcus, how you doing? Is it possible to Citadel in Iowa on a Scharnhorst? I think so. Not sure why it wouldn't be. Nah, whatever. So, was this the guy that spawned by us that wasn't playing? Here's the problem right now. There's a lot of AFKs, and it's because of these missions. These scrubs, they can't win a game normally. They figure if they just load in 50,000 games, their team will win them, and then they'll get these things. Very annoying. Oh, subtitles are a YouTube function. Yeah, we could try the Marblehead. Haven't played that one for a little while. You use the Nelson Commander. Yeah, that one looks pretty good to me. I don't have any resources to do that Commander yet, but... Bismarck. Oh, man. I suppose we could play that at some point. Yeah, exactly, Spartan. I mean, there's probably some DDs that would have trouble. Yeah, what do we got here? We got one Mayhan. Play a duck game. Oh yeah, I was gonna do that. Pensacola, I don't know if they lowered the Citadel profile on that or what, but I was shooting that one the other day and I feel like you could blow that up with one shot pretty regularly before. Okay, where are you going? This entire team is abandoning A. This is just happens to be where I was gonna park, so. Okay, so we got a 4-ship spawn on A that we're abandoning. That seems like a really good idea. Worthless battleships. Pensacola's the American today, yeah, it's... I don't know, though, if they changed it or not. I feel like it used to be easier to Citadel than it is. Maybe I just was missing my shots. A has the virus. My team's got the virus.
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
I hope this fucking Fuso goes all the way down to the southeast corner. If we ever get fault line this stream, I'll tell you about the game I saw yesterday. That caused me to quit playing. Oops. Whoop. Thought I had HE. one more HE, then we'll switch to AP. Kills stolen.
Off to a great start.
There we go. Heard it called the Pepsi Cola. Yeah, that's the old PC slang for it. So Leander was going broadside one direction, then he turned around and go broadside the other direction. What about right? Yeah, see what happens. We can't really damage him. The Marblehead's AP is pretty good, but it's a lot different than the heavy cruiser AP later on. So there's our Fuso. Now he's gone from all the way over here to over there, and now he's 1v1 against a destroyer. I don't know, I'm inclined to kind of go towards A. Let's see if we can capture this. So I don't think this Normandy or whatever this thing is going to push. We can actually capture like right in here. I don't think he could spot us without rushing us pretty hard. So we might as well get this cap. Since we got the smoke here, we might as well take these shots while he's being spotted. But I'm primarily focused on getting the cap. You could theoretically get over here and cause some problems.
All stations, concentrate fire on the target.
Alright, permanent fire. 2 permanent fires. Whoops. It's a bit of an issue. Only Baltimore and up have the super heavy AP. That's true. I mean, all of the heavy cruisers have good AP though. But yeah, the Baltimore I think is the only ship we currently have that has the extra enhanced AP. All right. Oh, don't capture the area. Kill this fucking thing. Get those back guns in play. Oh! Fire goes out, fire goes back on. Let's see if we can get that second fire on him. I don't think he damaged Khan because he put it out, or the fire went out, and then he immediately got set on fire. That's the whole point of the damage control, or yeah, damage control cooldown, is you're kind of immune to new fires and floods during that little section.
All stations, requesting fire on the designated target.
Okay, so unfortunately this game's actually fairly losable. Trying to decide if I go for the Mayhan. We kind of got to get on B. I don't think my team's going to do that.
All stations, defend
How could they possibly get A out of what I'm trying to do? So I think that battleship should get on B. We're going to go for that Mayhan. We can expect the Mayhan to go into B trying to torp the, whatever this thing is, Normandy. Even though the Mayhan's not exactly a torpedo boat. BBs are practicing social distancing. Yeah, Scott with Yamamoto and Luchins. I mean, I don't necessarily recommend Luchins. But that's why I want Einstein with, so I can have Yamamoto as an inspiration. It doesn't cost me 20,000 Commander XP every time I play a ship. No, it'd be 40 because you got to switch it back after that. Alright, so we got 2 caps. Their ships are on the eastern side of the map buffing their Deweys. So really all I have to do is get on B, kill the Mayhan, and the game should be over. I mean, the Mayhan has options of where he could possibly be going, but if I was him, I'd probably be going towards B. He might just be sailing off. Need a favorite FaceTime your favorite deities. Alright, so let's just shoot. We'll see if we get spotted. Alright, so he's in this white circle, not behind this island. Not behind this island. He could be to the north. Trying to torp cruisers as possible. He's not on B because this thing is being flipped. And then we'll see if we're still detected once that drops. So we're not. So he's probably just sailing north, trying to run away like a complete pussy. You can keep an old inspiration while it switches. But then what's the point of putting the new inspiration on? Alright. Well, I might as well start this Queen Elizabeth on fire. I mean, again, we could shoot. Not even detected now, so he's probably all the way to the north, just hiding under the covers, sobbing. How do you know when guys are buffing the Deweys? They're just always doing it for the most part. It's just, you can see when they're in the back doing nothing. Like this red ship that just popped up to the far east, he hasn't seen anyone for over 10 minutes, so he had plenty of time to buff. It's usually when you're so far out of position that you can't possibly affect the game. Okay, so I don't think this thing spotted us, so maybe the Mayhan is actually coming back. She's semi-relevance. This guy looks like he's trying to kill me. Nope. But you want to just check these guns, see where they're pointing. So if this thing, you can one-shot me at any moment. Battleship arcs, though, much flatter than what I have, so I should be protected right now, but I can still lob over the island to hit him. Oh, there he is. What a game, Mayhan. You the real MVP. Let's see if he's... Oh, he does have the control on his hand. So that's better than I thought. SBR Grendel 65, welcome to the William Sims. Thank you very much for becoming a member. I gotta get a Sims video up this weekend as well, so I'll have to check my archives, see what I got saved up. For the Williams, I do a special Williams Sims member video every other week. I try and make them a little different than the ones I normally put up. But I think this weekend is the weekend I gotta do one, so. Thank you very much, Grendel. Appreciate that. If you guys are interested in becoming a member, there's that join button down by the subscribe button. That's how you do it. If you buff your Dewey too much, it'll chafe. Yeah, there's only so much buffing you can do. Buy more hand sanitizer. Thank you, Jay. Appreciate that. My question for these guys that run away like this, are you having fun? I mean, I know they're sweating bullets and they're just pissing their pants. Terrified. And I guess there's not much you can do about your reactions. Your emotional reactions. But what is the point of running away for 10 minutes? This is actually this is a smart play to do if you're on the border like this. But I think he just put his controller down while he had the throttle on full. But if you're on this thing here and you're actually kind of done, he is shooting. It's very hard to hit these things because right now, number one, your engine's cut in half, so it changes the speed, and then you're moving horizontally like this along this line rather than moving how the ships normally move. So it is actually fairly hard to hit these ships on the border. Alright. Buff your Dewey all the time. Aurora? I don't have Aurora. Okay, well. Wilfred Brimley. Alright, you guys give me some recommendations. I'll be back in 10... No, let's say it's 47 seconds. Nuremberg, Tejas, the Biscuit, Smith. Gonna jump out, folks? Alright, Spartan, thanks for hanging out. We'll see ya. We haven't played Smith in months. Let's try it. This is the one Nana always requests. Eigel, I don't own that one. I don't know why they didn't give the community contributors that, but I asked them and they said, we're not trying to promote that ship very much, so. Even with the flush. Had to remove some of the coffee from my innards. Vanguard, oh yes. Bismarck. A lot of ships. Dude's been asking for the biscuit for a while, yeah. I think I tried. Howdy from Abu Dhabi. Hey, Uncle Bucker. What is this load time? Edinburgh. That's one of the better ships in the game. I had a really good game in that last night. It was a couple nights ago. I forgot to save it though. Edinburgh, if you get close up to battleships, you can just bully them. I had like a Jean Bart 10 feet away from me, and I just kicked the living shit out of him. What time zone are we in? Central Time. Okay, apparently no one's playing Tier 2 today. Edinburgh without HE spam. It's not very easy to spam HE in that one. Edinburgh. How many ships are there? That's a good question. And there's a lot of these goofy Tier 2 ones that they keep giving away to like PlayStation Plus or whatever Xbox's equivalent is. I don't have most of those. I think the only higher tier ships I don't have is the Eagle and the Kutuzov for another week. Alright, no, we'll get that this week. Oh, Polar. Short fill. Okay. So, none of these guys have insignias except for the people that played the Ducks. So these could all be fairly new players. Am I taking challenges? What do you mean? Alright, the Smith. What's the deal with this? I think the torps reload every 12 seconds. It's been a long time since I played this. I think I remember the last time I played it was on stream. None requested it then, too. And I think I died within about 20 seconds of the game starting. Get 2 RAM in one battle. I get a RAM every like 2 or 3 months. True Steel Club, and I mean this. If I knew how to play this ship, maybe it would be. Okay, so what are... Come on. Look at those guns. Looks like he must have turned. That last one wasn't in range. Oh, he's the 10 Ryu. There's nothing in this game you can really torp reliably. Alright. Get more rams when you stop buffing your duty. It's just not a... I don't have the mentality of the rammer. Doesn't really... I mean, it'll occur to me sometimes. But it's not something I actively try and do very often. Yeah, let's get some torps on these guys. How am I? Apparently my smoke fire penalty... How am I being spotted? I really don't know. This little fuck is the guy right here. I was being proxy spotted. Well, that game's not gonna last very long. Thank God for people that can't aim. He gone. Ah! Did I get the French premium DD? The Eagle? No, I don't have that one. I cannot play a good Smith game to save my life. Everyone, well, let's get the biscuit in the water, see what happens. Got the Eagle and Blitz. I've kind of heard mixed results from people that have it. Some people really like it and some people hate it. I actually did spend a bunch of money on those crates because must have been Christmas crates. But if you got a ship, you were... I had all of the other ships besides that one, so if I would have gotten a crate that had a ship in it, I would have gotten that. I opened up like 20 crates or so and I didn't get any. How'd I survive that long? I don't know. I really don't know how to play that ship, because... Ugh. Akatsuki, Benson, Lightning. Kutuzovs. Speaking of getting slapped, what was that?
General quarters.
I don't know, man. I just don't know what I'm supposed to do with that thing. I think I've played it 3 times in the last 9 months, and all of them have been on stream, and one of them was like 100k, and then the other 2 were roughly about that good. Biscuits with the toggle? Oh, I didn't put a toggle on this. Yeah, I'm trying out a toggle with the anime commander on most of my destroyer lines. This one actually would be a good line to put it on. It's kind of a weird ship because, like, the guns and the torps are both pretty good, but none of them... There's only 6 torp launchers. Okay, so we're not spotting him, but we can shoot him. We're just gonna smoke. I want to get this thing out of here right off the bat. Oh! And we got another destroyer right about there. Assume he's backing up. Yep.
Enemy destroyer foundered.
So they have all three DDs roughly within the same little spot of each other. Oh! This guy can sonar me here, which could be a problem. Why is he not sonaring me? I have no idea. I mean, these guns will absolutely shred if you can get them in play. Come on. Alright. Torps reload pretty quickly. Relatively quickly. Looks like he's trying to do some sort of sneak play on me, but he's lit. He's spotted, so I mean, it's not going to work. I know what he's trying to do. Normally, if you're undetected and you go around an island, then changing directions like that's actually a really good play. But, you know, I had him spotted the entire time, so it's not going to work out for him there. Now he uses the sonar. Okay. Set a smoke screen! Oh shit. I thought I heard the torp beep go off, which I was like, how the fuck did that guy get a torp off? He was pointed right at me. Alright, so we got 2 battleships shooting 2 Kutuzovs. The next play for me is to go keep these guys lit while these guys hopefully shoot them. Shut the fuck up. You think people in the back are bad now? Carriers will put the nails in the coffin. I don't know. Carriers could probably... There's different opinions on that. I mean, number one, they'll keep everyone lit, which will cause them to pee their pants, so that's going to be a problem. Maybe we should just get on the cap. I think that's the correct play. And plus, it looks like the destroyer might be going back. But the battleships could harass those, or the carriers could harass those battleships in the back. So right now, we're trying, you can see the radio locator on the screen. I'm trying to figure out if the destroyer is going back into these guys or not. There he is. Oh boy. Gonna have some issues there, my boy. Alright. So I was gonna go over here to help these guys spot, and instead they're gonna get me killed. Oh, he was getting spotted by this thing. I didn't even notice it. So that was a completely dumb idea to begin with. There we go. Thank you. That wasn't a bad little biscuit game. You want armor view before anything? I agree. I think that's the biggest thing the game needs. The problem with that right now is in Wargaming's mind, they think that 99% of the players can't do anything with the information that the armor view would provide. There's a fucking cat in my backyard. I'm trying to kill these bunnies. Let me shoo this fucking thing out of here. I got baby bunnies and this fucking cat tries to eat them. Alright, he ran away. So anyway, I mean, if going back to what we were talking about in the early part of the stream, if most players don't understand that sailing broadside is a problem, then them getting the information that the armor view is providing clearly isn't going to help those people. So they want to make as much content that's accessible to as many players as possible. I think the easiest way to do that is to get all the ship lines that are available out first. But the players that understand angling and stuff like that, the armor view would help immensely, because then you could actually figure out where should I be shooting these ships. And we would have known, for instance, earlier that the Nikolai couldn't overmatch the New Mexico's nose, and we would have gotten our asses kicked in that instance. So I think the players that are dedicated to the game and try and play well, the armor view would help them the most. But the question is, what percentage of the players are dedicated to the game and try and play well? Probably next to none. Repeatable. Let the cat have its fun. No, I got these rabbits that live under my deck, and every year they have like a couple sets of baby bunnies, and these fucking cats that live in my alley, they're always back here trying to eat them. They should have faith in the intelligence of the player base. I agree, and I recommend this to them once in a while. Get the armor view in there. Do the right thing. They don't listen to me whatsoever. 1, 2. Oh yeah. Alright, so is this guy gonna be able to spot? I don't know if we can actually capture the base before he gets in here. Maybe we could. I kind of doubt it though. Yeah, no, it's alright. Easy enough. TMI will intimidate noobs. I don't know. That's maybe. I don't think that should be a consideration. That wasn't too bad. I mean, for that to intimidate him, they actually have to click ship options and then this, which I don't think most of them do, and then like go to the stats. It would probably be the next tab here would be armor view. But then the problem with that is they might see like, oh, the broadside armor on the New York's really strong, so let's just sit there broadside. I don't know. Wait a second. Oh. Let me just take Dragos' advice. Yeah, I don't need Madden on this fucking thing. Let's go ahead and put a toggle on there for next time. I like that. Alright, anyway. Should have the tools that allow us to do better if you want to make the effort. Yeah, I 100% agree. Trust me, I'm not supporting the armor view. I agree with everyone that thinks it's the most needed feature in the game right now. The second one would be to raise the service cost on Tier 7. Extremely unpopular opinion. Armor view is the feature you want most. Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell him today then. I'll say I brought it up in the stream and like the support was overwhelming. Alright, so what's up with this ducks? Number one, you want to, if you're spawned, right now you can see we got 3 ships lined up here. We want to kill this first one here. Hopefully he targets the other one. I think for some reason he's probably going to target me. And then after that, you can just sail around. I mean, it's kind of a goofy mode, but technically there is a little bit of strategy. If you get spawned in the middle of 2 ships like this, it's really hard to stay alive. Some new players could use some new info. Yeah, and they're, the info they put on the loading screens, I think, would be helpful. Like if it said stop camping in the back, you fucking scrub. I think that would go a long way to help people. Getting shot in the sides causes more damage to your ship than getting shot not in the sides. Something along those lines would be nice. Rushing battleships in a cruiser equals death. Stuff like that would be nice and helpful, I think. Oops. Behind him. Another tip for this mode is you can start and stop, like, on a dime. And so if you really want to troll people, you can just keep starting and stopping like this, and a lot of players can't hit you when you do that. Get the fuck out of here. What I wouldn't try and do if you're trying to grind this mode is try and shoot a lot of torps. I don't think they're very effective. Totally depends on your spawn in this game, yeah, to a large extent. I mean, if you are in the middle, I would rush one or the other and try and get away from the other one, so it's a 1v1 rather than, like, that guy just kind of sat in the middle and had 1v2. But you're never going to win that one. Alright. Oops. See if I can get this. Yeah, like, you can just stop in about half a second. This guy knows what's going on. He's starting, stopping. Do his own moves against him, see how he likes it.
Enemy cruiser foundered.
I don't know, I'm not gonna put any effort in becoming the world's best duck player by any means, but you hate this mode. It's not Papa Nicholas. Yeah, I got a couple requests to play it, so play one game. Some of these guys are starting to figure out the ship's mobility. A lot of people vigorously playing with their throttles. Oops. Yeah, what else do we got? What the hell? Kind of in the middle here, so what I'm trying to do is check the map to make sure I'm not going to get rushed. If you can juke the shots in these trades, that's when you're going to come out on top. Oops, a little high there.
Enemy cruiser destroyed.
Pardon. Yeah, what else is going on here? That guy's shooting the side of the wall. Here we could actually maybe torp this guy. Yeah, maybe not. Just going for the insignia 10% season. Yeah, it kind of surprised me. I guess there's not a lot of people that are playing this mode. But I think I played for like 45 minutes to an hour, and I was in 10%, and it hasn't moved since, you know, this was day one. So I think if you just put a little bit of time in there, if you can win a couple games, I mean, you get like 14, 15 points for a win, then you'll shoot right up. But yeah, the insignia is fairly juicy. Mark White's one of my European community contributors. He plays the living fuck out of this game, but I don't know. Not how I would spend my time, but make some mockery of the game for you. It's just a goofy April Fool's Day mode. It's like the Halloween thing. If you don't want to play it, you don't have to play it. Yeah, let's do one or two. Well, let's do... Shit. Gotta do something tonight. What time is it? Yeah, I got time for one or two more. What do you guys want to see? 50 something, 10%? Yeah. I mean, if you can't really get kills or wins, then it might take a little while, but think I got 2 wins in a row and shot up from like 0 place to top 10% pretty quickly. What else? What do we want to play? Vanguard we had some requests for. Let's try that. Hey, Curb Stomp. Finally able to catch the stream. Welcome. You're catching it at the tail end, unfortunately, but good to see you. Play PC, but you ordered a PS4. What's the best BB line to start with? Well, it depends on how good you are on PC. I mean, if you're competent on that, then... I don't know. I kind of like the French battleships, personally. They're all... None of the battleship lines are really bad or great, in my opinion, but... Nuremberg for stylo, yeah. Japanese battleships to start with. That's not a bad... In my opinion, just starting with all the Japanese lines is probably the best way for newer players. I mean, if you play the DDs, you can learn how to... Welcome, Curb Stomp, to the members. A lot of new members today. If any of you guys are members and you're not set up on my Discord, you want to be, shoot me a message on there. Starting to get a lot of people that are members, but don't have them set up on there. This guy's stopping. Should have shot this, I guess. My target selection is suspect. Connor, thanks for subbing. But if you're members on the Discord, we got a members only room. And if you're a William Sims member, then I do have all the past videos on there, kind of an archive. Just not the British. The British are a little hard for new players just because they, the shell selections, you kind of have to know a little bit more. Or not necessarily the selection, but where to shoot. Could be a little tricky. But again, I don't know how much you played on PC. I mean, if you got a 10,000 games on there, then go with whatever you're into, I guess. Yeah, so we don't have a DD over here, which is kind of nice. There's only one Minsk in the game. I don't know why I keep shooting high today.
Main turret critically damaged.
It's like my shooting's really bad today. Dean, thanks for subbing. Might as well just shoot this thing. I thought the Bismarck was going to switch around. I mean, that angle right there is fairly hard to deal with. And this little shit thinks he's going to capture the base. The problem is, for me to shoot him, the Bismarck... And he's aiming at me. This is a major mistake right here. I just don't want this guy to capture for free. But I might die in the process. That's bad decision making. You always got to angle against the biggest threat to you, and the Bismarck close range compared to a Hipper. Even though he's capturing the base, I mean, had he hit the Citadel, that could have actually hurt us quite a bit. Come on. You lug. Back up. And he's gonna torp me. This is worst case scenario. Kill that guy. Oh, you did not kill him, did you? Actually, we both could theoretically die from this thing. God damn it. He anticipated the reverse. That was the worst case possible. Go back to hell. This guy gets another round of torps off. That is unbelievable. I can't even fucking damage this thing. Man, the Hipper's a beast if played properly. Luckily we got a big heal. That was really bad right there. I just got my ass kicked by a fucking Hipper.
Attention. Reporting the target position.
Okay. I wonder, I probably have steering gears on this thing. Seems like it starts and stops pretty damn slow. I'm inclined to shoot this Bismarck because I think he's probably going to be broadside if we ever find him. And getting on the cap will also slow their scoring. Alright, this is like the worst fucking game I've played in a while.
Attention. Support that target.
And he's fucking shooting me. So unfortunately I got an angle against this guy, but then we're going to be broadside against that Gneisenau back down there, but Gneisenau long range is not the most accurate ship. Doesn't mean he can't kill me. Fuck. This is not going well. Ishizuki's a good beginner ship. Yeah, that's... turns into a seal clubber when you get a little experience in your belt. Not a bad ship to start with. Alright, so unfortunately we're not gonna be able to flip that cap. Here's a juicy one, alright. So at least we paid our HP entrance cost. That Jean Bart back there. What's up, T-Bots? What the fuck was that? I don't know. Questionable decision making in this game. Can he kill me or not? He should be able to. Nope. Must have Silax. So now it's more a 1-on-1. I mean, this guy's maybe trying to get in position to deal damage to me, but... oh, shit. Shores. That's a problem. I was going to say, 1v1, if I angle against the Gneisenau, he can't really do much. But this thing can burn me down very quickly. It's the end. Let's see if we get the shores or not. No. 104 though, that wasn't terrible. Considering we were nearly dead at about 40 or 50. Alright. Still gonna win this one? Yeah. Arkansas? That does sound kind of juicy. Let's try the Arkansas. Do I practice social distancing with those deals? Yeah, the Discord, if you want to join, should be in the description of the video. And then if you're a member on there, just find my name, send me a personal message, and just say, here's my YouTube name. And then I probably won't have time till tomorrow. What day is it? Yeah, I'll probably get you set up tomorrow. Rip. I mean, we did our job there. We kind of came back from a couple of grievous mistakes that very easily could have cost us the game. We got those heals off, though. And then I think we dealt it. I mean, then we fucked that shores up. So he should be easy enough to deal with at this point. And the Gneisenau now was pretty low. I don't really have a problem with what we did that game. Wasn't perfect by any means, but... Yeah, what do we got? 2 3s, 1 2 2. Ooh, we got an Arkansas on their team. Bye, Thunder. Yeah, Curb, as soon as the reason I'm saying tomorrow is after this game, I gotta have to take off. I got a lot of errands, and something I gotta do tonight, so I don't think I'm gonna have time to check or at least play around with the Discord right now. Wik is Izzislav, Isakaze. Nicholas, welcome, welcome, welcome. A lot of new members today. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate that. A lot of generous donations. Great turnout, too. This has been a very pleasing stream in all regards. And we've been playing fairly well. Actually winning some games for a change. Sometimes on the stream we just do not have a lot of success. I think we won the majority of our games today, though. Seal clubbing in Arkansas, yeah. It's not impervious. Yeah, let's try right about. Yeah, see what happens. I mean, right now we are broadside to like 4 ships over there. So I guess if we play poorly, then we're kind of evening out the inherent benefits the ship has. Come on, guys. Oh, shit. There's their Arkansas right there. Alright, we got to angle against him. Nope. There it. Ah, widespread. He actually would have hit me with one of them. Don't forget to tell Wargaming the whole stream wants armor review. Yes. That I will do. Alright. Smile, you son of a bitch! Come on. I have no idea what the V-170's torp range. He's not even fucking looking at him and he's 2 feet away from him. Alright. He's brand new. Let's not get angry. This guy has no fucking idea what's going on. I mean, if you want to tell them yourself that you're interested, you can go... They have 4 outlets they listen to. Facebook, Discord, Reddit, and what's the other one? Instagram, I think. Oh, no. Thank you very much, Rocketfish. Thanks for the stream and all the videos this week. Thank you for the support. Appreciate that. I'm assuming we're going to die from torps here. I don't know why we wouldn't. But they're not coming. Where are they? Where?
Target penetrated.
Oh, yeah, penetrated. Get at me, bro. Ooh.
Enemy destroyer blown up.
Isakaze coming around. Step right up. Oh, you fucked up. No, I fucked up. Can't aim. There's your torps.
Enemy destroyer foundered. Our team has taken the lead.
Guess we'll just go ahead and switch the guns around here. Where's this torps? Why are these guys not torping me? Anyway, we're doing a hard turn assuming we're going to get torped, but I don't understand what's going on here. Thank you very much, Rocketfish. Appreciate that. You've had 7 kills 3 times in the Arkansas. Yeah, this is... It's got very good secondaries. As you've seen here, we already got a close quarters kill and a bunch of damage on those destroyers. The problem destroyers have against this is they don't have very good torp ranges at this tier, except for I think Isakaze's probably got decent torp ranges. So they kind of have to get close to you to torp, which they're going to try and do, because that's what they think they should be doing. What, are you coming aboard? I think we're being boarded by pirates. And so, yeah, a lot of people spec this out with Lee and actually do a brawler, like, secondary build on this ship. And that's not a bad idea. I don't have any points into Lee, and I don't plan on having any points into Lee for about 12 months, but long term it could be interesting. So this will look like a low damage game, and then we're going to have a pretty decent XP score, because a lot of our damage has been against those destroyers. And that's where all the XP is. If you want to increase your credits, your XP, all that stuff, shoot destroyers. Stop shooting battleships. There's not much XP in battleships. Nice shot. Damn it. My awareness is poor. I was shooting at an angled Bogatar when I got a broadside Svetlana. I was shooting an angled Arkansas when I had a broadside Bogatar. Alright. So he's turning in, is he? No, he's turning out. Oof.
Enemy heavily damaged.
Sent me a DM on Discord. Alright, thanks. Appreciate that. Okay. This one's looking like a win to me. And I think Arkansas has the artillery plotting room mod, which makes these battleships very accurate. It's like the Iowa, the Alabama, and this one, I think, are the ships that have it. So, I mean, if you can aim better than I can, then you can actually hit shit with this. FE means Founders Edition. There was a bundle right when the game came out. This was part of it. Is he turning out? Shit, it's gonna be low. So yeah, the Founders Edition had Gramiashi, Arkansas, Owaki, and the hell was the other one? Actually, I have no idea. There was 4 ships. I can't remember what the 4th one was. What was the 4th ship? Arkansas. Alright. And again, that's the big XP. Even though, I mean, it wasn't a bad damage game for Tier 3, but that XP came from... I think they're all Japanese and American. Oh, Marblehead. Yeah. Right? Was it Marblehead? Yeah. Marblehead FE. So Arkansas, Marblehead, Owaki, and the Gramiashi. Wasn't a bad little session today. Let's see. 1 and 1, 3, 4 and 2, 5, 6, 7 and 3, 8 and 4, 9, 10 and 4. Wasn't too bad. Past 420, 4,200 battles. Oh, well, very fun stream today. Awesome support from you guys and great viewer turnout. So that was good. I don't know if they changed the notifications or what, but we got new members: Dragos, Grendel, Curbstomp, Nicholas Norris. Thank you very much for becoming members. Rocketfish, Grendel, Jay the Cat. Did I miss Grendel's? I actually missed this donation. I apologize. I learned a lot about the game, so just want to give back, my man. Thank you. Jay, Albert Richings, Mark Charles. Amazing support. Thank you very much. I appreciate that quite a bit. Can we see the service record? I suppose. Was up to 62, and then it's dropped down since, so. Not horrible. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate it. There's a free Tier 2 ship. I think you have to have the PlayStation Plus, though, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys. And let's see. What do I got going on? I'm not going to be able to stream tomorrow. We should have the Molotov on probably Tuesday. And maybe Friday or Saturday, I think, are the 2 days I might be able to stream. I got Friday off this week for some reason. So I might fire up a stream on Friday. Friday or Saturday for sure we'll do a stream. Finally had it in your feed this week. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason, the last 2 weeks, people were saying the streams weren't showing up on my channel page or their feeds until it was over. That's why I was wondering if it was the EU throttling it. Because the EU asked YouTube and some of those guys to turn down their internet traffic. But today we had the normal flood of people coming right off the bat, so I don't know what happened. It's also possible I was swearing so much my last 2 streams that it just throttled it down because I was inappropriate. You never know. Anyway, I got to get rolling. Thank you guys all very much. Have a great weekend and stay safe. We'll see y'all later. All right, peace.